Why do some people seem to effortlessly attract wealth, health, and deep happiness, while others, who work just as hard, if not harder, remain trapped in a perpetual cycle of poverty, anxiety, and failure? Is it luck? Is it fate? Or is there a hidden mechanism operating beneath the surface of your conscious awareness that dictates every single outcome in your life? The truth is shocking, yet incredibly liberating. Right now, inside you, lies a power so monumental that it can reshape your physical reality, heal your body, open the floodgates of abundance, and bring your deepest desires to life. It is not a secret reserved for the elite. It is your subconscious mind. In his timeless masterpiece, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, Dr. Joseph Murphy revealed to the world that your outer world is nothing more than a precise reflection of your inner blueprint. Most people spend their entire lives trying to change their circumstances by changing their external environment. They change jobs, they change relationships, they struggle, they sweat, and they toil. Yet, nothing changes because they leave the blueprint untouched. In this deep dive, ultimate audio summary, we are going to unpack the full depth of Dr. Murphy's teachings. We will not just skim the surface. We are going to break down the exact mechanisms of how your mind works, the precise techniques to reprogram it, and how you can eliminate the hidden blocks that have kept you stuck for years. By the time this audio experience finishes, you will possess the master keys to unlock your ultimate potential. If you are ready to stop surviving and start commanding your reality, listen to every single word of this script. Let us begin. Dr. Joseph Murphy begins his masterpiece with a profound premise: there is a gold mine within you from which you can extract everything you need to live life gloriously, joyously, and abundantly. Think about a magnetized piece of steel. It can lift about 12 times its own weight. But if you demagnetize that same piece of steel, it will not even lift a single feather. In the exact same way, there are two types of people in this world. There are the magnetized individuals, those who are full of confidence, faith, and the absolute certainty that they are born to win and succeed. Then, there are the demagnetized individuals, those who are riddled with fears, doubts, and anxieties. When an opportunity comes, they say, "What if I fail? What if I lose my money? What if people laugh at me?" Because of their mental state, they stay in one place, paralyzed by fear. The source of this magnetization lies entirely within the depths of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind does not argue with you. It does not analyze whether your thoughts are good or bad, true or false. It acts exactly like soil. If you plant an apple seed in the soil will grow an apple tree. If you plant a deadly nightshade seed in the soil will grow a poisonous plant with the exact same dedication. The soil does not care, it simply multiplies whatever is dropped into it. Your conscious mind is the watchman at the gate. Its primary and most critical responsibility is to protect your subconscious mind from false impressions, negative programming, and destructive suggestions. Every single day, you are bombarded with external suggestions. The media tells you the economy is collapsing. People around you tell you that times are tough and success is impossible. If your watchman is asleep, these suggestions drop straight into your subconscious fertile soil, take root, and manifest as your physical reality. To change your life, you must look away from the conditions, the limitations, and the evidence of your physical senses, and begin to look directly into the treasure house within. You must realize that whatever you feel to be true in your internal world will inevitably materialize in your external world. Chapter 2: How Your Own Mind Works. To navigate this power, you must understand that you do not possess two separate minds. You have one single mind that possesses two distinct functional phases or spheres of activity. Writers, philosophers, and psychologists refer to these as the conscious and subconscious, the objective and subjective, or the waking and sleeping minds. The easiest way to understand this dynamic is to visualize your conscious mind as the captain of a massive ship. The captain stands on the deck, looks out at the horizon, assesses the environment, and gives commands to the crew down in the engine room. The crew members down below do not see where the ship is going. They do not look at the map. Their only job is to obey the captain's orders blindly. If the captain gives a faulty command based on an incorrect navigation chart, the crew will steer the ship directly into the rocks, and the entire ship will sink. The crew does not argue, they execute. In this beautiful analogy, your conscious mind is the captain, and your subconscious mind is the engine room. Whatever your conscious mind believes and accepts as true, your subconscious mind accepts as an absolute command and immediately begins to move heaven and earth to bring it into your physical experience. Let us look at a psychological experiment that demonstrates the staggering power of suggestion on the subconscious mind. A trained hypnotist can suggest to a subject in a hypnotic state that they are a statue, a bird, or that their hand is burning hot. The subject will instantly adapt to that reality. If the hypnotist tells the subject that they are allergic to a completely harmless flower, the moment that flower is placed near them, they will exhibit full physical symptoms of an allergic reaction, sneezing, swelling, and difficulty breathing. What does this tell us? It tells us that your subconscious mind is highly suggestible. It is completely controlled by the power of suggestion. Your conscious mind learns through observation, logic, education, and the 5 physical senses. Your subconscious mind, however, perceives by intuition. It performs its highest functions when your conscious senses are quieted or in a state of sleep. It is the seat of your emotions, the storehouse of your memory, and the absolute director of all your vital bodily functions. It controls your heartbeat, your blood circulation, your digestion, and your cellular repair without requiring a single conscious thought from you. If you constantly feed your engine room thoughts of failure, sickness, and scarcity, the crew will dutifully build a reality of failure, sickness, and scarcity. To change the destination of your ship, you must change the commands of the captain. Chapter 3: The Miracle-Working Power of Your Subconscious. The power of your subconscious mind is not a theoretical philosophy, it is a living, breathing, miracle-working force. Consider this fundamental truth: your subconscious mind built your physical body from a single cell at conception. It knows the exact blueprint of every organ, every tissue, every nerve, and every vessel in your body. And because it built your body, it knows exactly how to heal it. Dr. Murphy shares a profound personal story in the book. He developed a malignant skin sarcoma. Using the absolute power of focused mental suggestion, he completely healed himself. He reasoned that if his subconscious mind created his body according to an archetypal pattern, it could easily reconstruct it if he provided it with a new, healthy mental pattern. Every night before going to sleep, he entered a relaxed, meditative state and repeated these words with absolute feeling: my body and all its organs were created by the infinite intelligence of my subconscious mind. It knows how to heal me. Its wisdom is shaping all my organs, tissues, muscles, and bones. This healing presence within me is now transforming every atom of my being, making me whole, perfect, and healthy. Within 3 months, the malignancy had completely vanished, leaving his skin flawless. His doctors were stunned, but it was not a miracle in the sense of violating natural law. It was the natural consequence of aligning the conscious desire with the infinite healing intelligence of the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is active 24 hours a day. It never rests, it never sleeps, and it is always working to preserve and protect your life. You can hear its quiet voice in your intuitions, your hunches, and your sudden moments of creative inspiration. Great artists, musicians, poets, and inventors have leveraged this power throughout history. When the legendary inventor Nikola Tesla had an idea for a new machine, he did not rush to build it physically. He built it entirely in his imagination, within his subconscious mind. He would run the machine in his mind for weeks, examining it for wear and tear, making adjustments in his mental laboratory. When he finally manufactured the device in the physical world, it worked every single time without a hitch. You must realize that your thoughts are creative. Your thoughts are actual forces. If you spend your day worrying about diseases or anticipating accidents, you are literally interfering with the natural, harmonious flow of life force energy that your subconscious mind is trying to direct through your body. Stop blocks. Stop feeding it fear. Turn your conscious attention toward health, harmony, and peace, and your subconscious will respond in perfect alignment. Chapter 4: Mental Healings in Ancient Times. Throughout human history, across every culture, civilization, and continent, people have witnessed miraculous, inexplicable healings. In ancient times, priests, shamans, and healers performed cures that seemed to defy all logic. They used relics, holy water, incantations, specific rituals, and ancient shrines. People traveled thousands of miles to touch a piece of bone, drink from a sacred spring, or receive the blessing of a holy man, and they walked away completely cured of blindness, paralysis, and deadly diseases. The question we must ask is, what was truly happening here? Was it the bone that healed them? Was it the specific water? Dr. Joseph Murphy explains that the healing mechanism in every single one of these cases was exactly the same. It was the absolute, unadulterated faith of the individual's subjective or subconscious mind. The external object, whether it was a ring, a statue, a bone, or a potion, merely served as a psychological trigger. It completely bypassed the doubts and skepticism of the conscious mind. Once the conscious mind fully accepted that healing was certain, the subconscious mind accepted that suggestion and instantly released its infinite, restorative powers. Consider the famous historical concept of the placebo effect, which modern medicine documents extensively. When a patient is given a simple sugar pill or a saline injection but is told by an authoritative doctor in a white coat that it is a powerful new miracle drug, the patient's body frequently begins to heal. Pain diminishes, blood pressure drops, and tumors shrink. The sugar pill did nothing to the body chemically. It was the patient's belief in the pill that commanded the subconscious mind to produce the chemical cure internally. This reveals a fundamental psychological law: according to your faith, be it unto you. Faith is not an intellectual concept. True faith is a state of mind where your conscious thoughts and your subconscious desires are in absolute harmony. It is the inner conviction that what you are affirming is already a reality. When you remove all doubt, all reservation, and all psychological resistance, you tap directly into the ancient, timeless healing currents of the universe. The method you use to activate this faith matters very little. The only thing that matters is that your subconscious accepts the pattern of wholeness. Chapter 5: Mental Healings in Modern Times. As we move into modern times, we no longer need to rely on ancient myths, magic potions, or external shrines to trigger this extraordinary power. We can apply the laws of mind deliberately, scientifically, and systematically. Modern mental healing relies on a clear, conscious understanding of what you are doing, why you are doing it, and the exact psychological laws you are applying. Dr. Murphy outlines several highly specific, powerful techniques that anyone can use to reprogram their mind for health, success, and personal transformation. The first and most universal method is the passivity technique, or the state bordering on sleep. When you are fully awake, your conscious mind is highly active, critical, and analytical. If you try to tell yourself "I am wealthy" or "I am healthy," your conscious mind immediately argues, looking at your empty bank account or your physical symptoms, and says, "No, you are not. You are broke and sick." This creates an internal conflict that completely neutralizes your affirmation. To bypass this critical barrier, you must enter a state of deep physical relaxation, similar to the state right before you fall asleep at night, or right after you wake up in the morning. In this state, your conscious mind recedes into the background, and your subconscious mind becomes wide open to direct programming. While in this tranquil state, you do not need to use massive willpower or heavy mental effort. In fact, effort is your enemy. You simply introduce your desire to your mind in a quiet, condensed phrase, repeating it over and over like a lullaby. The second method is the visualization technique. Your subconscious mind processes reality primarily through images, not words. If you want to manifest a new reality, you must construct a precise mental picture of your desired end result. If you are seeking a new job, do not visualize the interviews, the stress, or the resume writing. Visualize yourself already sitting in your dream office, looking at your nameplate on the door, and feeling the deep satisfaction of success. Feel the texture of the desk, hear the congratulations of your colleagues, and accept that reality as a present fact. The key to successful visualization is to make the mental image as vivid, tactile, and emotionally charged as possible. Your subconscious cannot distinguish between a real physical experience and a deeply imagined mental experience. It will accept the image as real and begin working instantly to bring it into your physical world. Chapter 6: Practical Techniques in Mental Truth. Let us dive even deeper into the practical, step-by-step blueprints Dr. Murphy provides to ensure your mental work yields undeniable physical results. First, let us explore the Baudouin technique, named after Charles Baudouin, a brilliant French psychotherapist. Baudouin discovered that the absolute best way to impress the subconscious mind is to condense the desired outcome into a very short, simple phrase that can be easily etched into the memory, and then repeat it over and over again while in a deeply relaxed, drowsy state. For example, if a person is suffering from a deep-seated habit or an emotional block, they should sit quietly, relax their entire physical body, enter a state bordering on sleep, and repeat this simple phrase slowly, quietly, and with deep feeling, over and over for 5 or 10 minutes. This is dissolving now. It is completely gone, and my mind is at peace. By doing this with zero physical effort, the suggestion penetrates the deepest layers of the psyche, overriding the negative habit completely. Next is the affirmation method. To affirm means to state that something is so, and to maintain that stance regardless of all contrary evidence from your environment. When you affirm a truth, you must not do it as a mechanical ritual or a repetitive chant without meaning. Every affirmation must be backed by a clear understanding of what you are saying. If you say, "I am whole, perfect, and strong," you must realize that you are affirming the ultimate spiritual truth of your being, which is independent of temporary physical conditions. When you encounter financial struggle, do not say, "I cannot pay my bills." That affirmation commands your subconscious to produce more bills and less money. Instead, affirm with absolute conviction, "My financial supply is constant, infinite, and secure. I am always guided to absolute abundance." Finally, there is the argumentative method, famously used by Dr. Phineas Pockhurst Quimby. This method is essentially a spiritual and psychological courtroom trial. When sickness, fear, or limitation appears in your experience, you sit down and logically argue your way out of it. You reason with yourself that sickness and lack are not eternal truths, they are merely temporary. Distorted patterns created by false beliefs in your conscious mind. You present the evidence of your mind's infinite healing power, you dismantle the power of the disease or limitation, and you reach a final verdict in your mind that you are free. The moment you completely convince your own conscious mind of this truth, the case is settled, the subconscious accepts the verdict, and the physical healing or breakthrough manifests. Chapter 7: The Tendency of the Subconscious is Life Ward. More than 90% of your mental life is subconscious. If you fail to utilize this immense power, you are living a severely limited existence. The most comforting, profound truth about your subconscious mind is that its inherent, natural tendency is always life ward. It is completely geared toward preservation, growth, healing, harmony, and evolution. It is always trying to lift you up, heal your wounds, and guide your path. Look at nature. If you cut your finger, your subconscious mind immediately sets a massive, complex biological operation into motion. White blood cells rush to the site to fight off infection. Fibrinogen creates a clot to stop the bleeding. New cells begin to form at an accelerated rate, and within a few days, your skin is perfectly woven back together. You did not have to think about it. You did not have to read a medical journal to tell your cells what to do. The lifeward tendency of the subconscious did it all automatically. Sickness, poverty, misery, and failure do not come from the subconscious mind. They are completely unnatural states. They are the direct result of a distorted, negative conscious mind blocking the natural, life-giving current of your subconscious. It is like placing a massive boulder over a natural, flowing spring of crystal-clear water. The spring is still there, trying to push its way up, but the boulder blocks it, causing the water to become stagnant and toxic. Your negative thoughts, your grudges, your jealousies, your hatreds, and your deep-seated fears are the mental boulders that block the lifeward flow of your subconscious mind. When you harbor resentment or anger toward another person, you are not hurting them, you are literally injecting poison into your own subconscious soil. Your subconscious mind takes your emotional state of anger and resentment and translates it into physical inflammation, high blood pressure, ulcers, and intense mental anxiety. To align yourself with the natural, lifeward flow of the universe, you must practice the art of letting go. Clean out your mental house. Forgive everyone who has ever hurt you, let go of past failures, and consciously align your thoughts with things that are true, honest, just, pure, lovely, and of good report. The moment you remove the mental boulders, the infinite, life-giving river of your subconscious will instantly rush forward, bringing health, joy, and peace back into your life.